Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to your lesson 4, language and morphology lesson for unit 4 of our learning this 9 weeks. So I hope that you have enjoyed The Adventures of Don Quixote, our new book that we've been reading the last few days, that you're learning so much about his very unique and kind of silly personality. And that I hope that you enjoyed reading chapter 4 and 5 in your reading lesson for today. So today we're moving on to our language and morphology. So our focus today for languages, we're going to be able to identify those present and form those present tense sentences that contain what? Both a subject and an action verb. So we're going to be doing that in language, you guys. And then for morphology, we're going to be able to respond to certain things. And use those append statements using our textual evidence that we've learned throughout this lesson. So let's dive on to see more about what we're going to be encountering in this lesson today. So the first thing that we're going to make sure that we review and that we fully understand is our pronoun subject action verb agreement. That's a long thing to say. Pronoun subject action verb agreement. So two of the key things to remember is that when the subject is a singular noun, we're going to add S or ES. What is a singular noun, Miss Rogers? A singular noun is anything that's just one. So if I said a car or a toy or a boy, that's a singular. That means one person, place, or thing, one thing. So when you have that case, when you have a noun that's singular, you're gonna keep it. You're gonna add S or ES to that action verb that's attached to it. For example, if it says I walk, for a present tense, you would put I walk or I walk or we, that, things like that. Okay, boys and girls. And then for the subject, what is the subject that's a plural? That means the boys, more than one boys, or the cars, the shoes. So more than one noun. Then your present tense verb does not change. Okay, so for example, pronouns like I, we, you, they, that agreement, your verb does not change. It stays the same. Okay, but then your pronouns like he, she, it are singular pronouns. You add an S or ES to that. Okay, for example, it says you have your pronoun subject agreement table. So you have your singular pronouns. I, you, he, she, it, we, right? No, it is, I'm sorry, you guys. So it's I, you, he, she, or it. And then your action verb that's attached to that is dub, sing, rush, march, fly, right? So for example, because you remember over here it says I, we, you, or they, it does not change. The verb does not change. So you would say I dub. Okay, for example, you is one of those pronoun subjects that you do not change the verb. So it says you sing. You sing. Okay, he is a singular pronoun that you will change. So you're going to say he rushes, right? She, again, is another pronoun that you do change. You add an S or ES. So you say she marches. And you guys here, you add an ES because that verb is a verb that you add ES to. You just don't add S. And remember, we learned that a couple of years ago in 2nd or 3rd grade. So, you add some verbs, you're going to add ES, and some of them you're going to add an S. Okay. Or it. It is one of the verbs that it does change. It says you add an S or ES. So it flies. And again, it's another time. We drop that Y, you make it an I, and now it is flies. Plural, you have, so it's here on this part that you do not change. We jump. And you again, you go. And then the is one of those pronouns that you do not change the verb. So it says they swim, boys and girls. Okay, and again, for words in an S, H, C, H, X, and Z, you add an ES. For example, in marches, you add an ES. And then words that ending in Y, you change the Y to an I. For example, flies. Okay, boys and girls, great. So let's stop right here, and then we're going to continue on with our lesson in the next video.